Welcome to this week's Top 3 Tuesday. I would like to say thank you to everyone who participated last week, both through comments and in video responses. I actually had more video responses by one than I've had on any of the other ones before now. So thank you to Kit171, Emojo1990, Electric Adventures, Mini Elk 454, Retro Game Nerd with a 3 where the E in game would normally go, Andrew's Game Display, Polaventress, Viking Firebeard, Retro Game Tech, Shenmuzo, Tygon V. Liger, Woodland 37, Dan the Retro Nerd, Darren Walshlock, Jacob Rocks 100, and Crow 111, who actually gave me a shout out on last Sunday's Crow show. I really appreciate that. Thank you very much. And he answered my questions if you wanted to go back and see what his answer was. Thank you again. Now, this week is going to be a little bit different in that I'm going to try and get it back to what I had initially intended the Top 3 Tuesday to be. And I had two reasons for doing Top 3 Tuesday. One reason was to be a video that I could record fairly quickly to get something out during the week, which so far this has worked out pretty well. I basically just record it on my webcam and then throw it up and it's good. Don't have to do any editing. The second reason I was doing it, at least my idea, was to get people, most of the people that watch my channel are smaller channels, you know, the size of my channel or even smaller than that. And the idea was to put out a tag type video and then they would respond to it, and then in the next week I would say, hey, thank you very much to this person for giving me a response. Here they are and this is their channel name. The problem is from the very first one I think I had 8 or 9, and you know, you can't really go through and talk about all 8 or 9 channels and give a good description of who they are because nobody's going to listen. It's going to be like a 30-minute video. So it sort of failed on that front. Now, it has been very easy to throw up, but it sort of got away from what I wanted to be. And I really do appreciate all the video responses. It's great. And I hope that they continue doing that, both channels large and small, and I'm going to explain to you why. What I'm going to do to help sort of, you know, channels my size or smaller find maybe a few more people for their audience is I'm actually going to have people send me video of them doing their top 3 of whatever category they want to do, and I'm going to have them give their top 3, and then I'll do a response to it afterwards. So sort of changing up the format a little bit, the idea being that someone else can get their face out there to maybe some people they wouldn't normally get to watch their videos. So to start us off, I picked somebody that I knew couldn't possibly say no because he pretty much does whatever I tell him to do. So here you go. Check this out.
Hey, I'm the TheSegaStoner, and these are my top 3 Tuesday top bad guys, video game villains. You know what? I jacked this video from EDT1138, and here are my picks. Number 3, Lan Di from Shenmue and Shenmue 2. That guy's badass, man. And they haven't even finished him yet. Number 2, Bowser, aka King Koopa. Have you seen that guy in this game? Holy crap! And number 3, the worst villain of them all, Dr. Robotnik from Sonic. Oh yeah. Have you thought of that? Have you thought about that? That guy goes around taking animals in the original series and turns them into friggin' robots. That's insane! Alright, that's my top 3. How about you?
Okay, so I know he won't be everyone's cup of tea, but there are going to be a few people that I asked to do this that might be a little different from what you would normally watch. And that's kind of the idea, to get people to watch some channels that maybe they wouldn't have even given a chance before. They would have only seen a couple seconds of video and then just skip right over them. Not saying that that's what Trevor is, just saying that, you know, everybody doesn't like everything. So, yeah, I'll just transition away from that now. My top 3 villains. Number 3, I'm going to go with Mecha Hitler. That is a character I didn't even know existed until a few years ago when I got my Jaguar. It came with Wolfenstein 3D, and I play through the game, and I come up on Mecha Hitler, and I just immediately start laughing. Had no idea he was called Mecha Hitler until I had to look him up to see what the guy was called, but essentially, it's Hitler crossed with an Ed 209 from RoboCop. He sits inside this suit, and he has 4 miniguns, and he just blazes away at you. And he's just this big imposing figure when you walk into the room. And you shoot at him until his suit's destroyed, and then he pops out, and it's little Hitler with 2 miniguns, and I don't know. It made me laugh, and to think that, someone who is considered to be, one of the most evil, vile people ever to grace our planet is inside of an Ed 209. That's pretty dang scary. So he is number 3. Surprisingly, just number 3. Number 2 is Sarah Kerrigan from the StarCraft series. She actually starts out as one of the heroes of the Terran race, and at one point, you know what, I'm not going to ruin the story. It came out in 1997, so if you guys haven't played it by now, I don't feel bad for you. So she starts out as a Terran, and she's a hero, and she ends up getting abandoned on this planet, and the Zerg, which, for those of you that haven't played it, the Zerg is a race, kind of like a biological Borg, for the people that know Star Trek. They go, they infest a planet, they turn the people there into Zerg, and they just consume everything. Well, she ends up getting kidnapped by the Zerg. They turn her into this badass Zerg Terran psionic-powered super creature, and she goes on through StarCraft and Brood War to basically take control of the Zerg, and she stabs everybody in the back, and she is the ultimate badass in the StarCraft universe, as far as I'm concerned. So there you go. I'm going to go with Kerrigan as number 2. Number 1 is Evil Otto from Berserk. Now, I know you look at Evil Otto and you think he's a smiley face. How scary can he be? Well, he is a smiley face that bounces into the screen and kills you with a touch. Imagine how scared you would be if somebody could walk up and touch you and you were just dead. And then imagine how much scarier they would be if they would walk up to you with a huge smile on their face, like a crazy Joker smile, touch you on the shoulder, and you're dead. That scares me to death. And even playing the game on the Atari 2600, where it's just this like simple, blocky, smiley, I don't even think it's a smiley face. I don't know, it's been so long since I played it on the 2600. But it's just a simple smiley face. It bounced on. You feel tension, you feel fear, and you race as quickly as you can to get off the screen to get away from it. So, yeah, Evil Otto is scary as hell. And I'm going to see if I can find a scary picture. And if I can find a scary picture of Evil Otto, I'm going to put it up here somewhere. So, there you go. Those are my top 3. Mecha Hitler, Sarah Kerrigan as the Borg, not the Borg Queen. See, that's how much it reminds me of the Borg. As the Zerg Queen. She's kind of sexy, too. And Evil Otto, who's just a smiley face, but he can kill you with a touch. Thank you for watching. Please don't everybody ask if they can be on here. I'm just going to ask people that I've been talking to for a while at first, and then eventually I'm going to transition into some people that do video responses to these. So thank you very much. I appreciate it. Have a good week.